His hit show Crashing is in season 3 on HBO, airs Sundays at 10 p.m. every single week. He is the host of the You Made It Weird podcast, which is only fitting because I do believe he is the only guest in the history of the Rich Eisen show whose first word ever uttered was the F word. He is Pete Holmes.
It's a hit for a reason.
By the way, now the record in our old podcast days for cursing, because this show was born out of a podcast.
Yes.
Was
Timothy?
Bobby
Cannavale.
But we were able to bleep that stuff out until Timothy Oliphant broke it.
Yes.
Oliphant?
He did.
What did he say? The
I
F
can't
one?
say. I can know.
We can't really say
He used
how
every
much.
word. Let's put every word in the history of Deadwood.
Oh,
that
wow.
was 3 syllables or more.
He said sarsaparilla?
Pretty much.
I can't believe it.
I know he did say that. Thoroughfare. I think he used the word thoroughfare.
Saddlebags.
By the way, that's now HBO humor right here.
Oh, wow. Keep it in the HBO family for me, please.
You know
You
what?
are such a Samantha.
Hey, Time Warner merger. You know what I mean? It's called synergy, Pete.
That is synergy.
Another polysyllabic word.
Oh, my God.
Including the word that I just used.
And not the word that I used.
That's correct.
That was monosyllabic. How much?
Very much so.
How much do you hate your co-hosts that you keep them a good bow shot away?
Well, you know what? It's funny when we
started. You couldn't putt to your co-hosts.
When we started the show,
we were further away.
They were further away.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys have beef or something?
No. We need to have it's I guess, to use the old SNL phrase, you got to explore the studio space. You got to explore the studio space
I guess.
a little bit.
I don't know. I can barely see. I'm sorry.
Mike, that's Mike Tufo.
Mike on the right. You're being blocked. Like, remember the Police? They hated each other. Mm-hmm. So, like, the drummer would set up the cymbal so he couldn't see Sting. That's how it is for Mike and I right now.
So, are you Sting and he's like the?
You Sting? Mike, I'm going to let you be Sting.
Okay, thank you.
And 80s Sting,
80s
not
Sting.
90s linen pants Sting. You're cooler Sting. Not enlightened Sting.
Linen pants
Linen pants, one earring.
It's a great pull.
Meditating in between bouts of tantric. Can I say sex?
Yeah,
Jeez Louise.
It's okay.
You can say testicle. It was in the clip.
That's a polysyllabic too.
Oh my geez. I'm back on counting syllables with Rich Eisen.
There you go.
And that's 3.
It's only fitting that you try to shutter this show since you prevented me from getting a talk show before.
Oh my God.
Right out of the gate.
The living God.
Oh, he did.
I know. I heard in the green room that we had pilots up at TBS at the same time.
We were dueling pilots.
I can't believe it.
I didn't know at the time that you existed as a pilot.
Yeah.
I'm sure you didn't know that I existed as a pilot
pilot.
at the same time.
And you shot a pilot.
I shot a pilot.
I'm so sorry. There's like
it's
this.
Okay, Pete.
No, I know. I'm not sorry for you. I'm sorry for all of us. You know what I mean? Like, I know you can take your hits.
Yes.
I'm trying to make it sports themed.
Well done.
You can put your shoulder into the arm bag. You can run drills and squats.
Yeah, right.
You can play quarters and heads and then the kick for the punt and the fumble. I know you know how to do a blitz.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying.
Yes, you do.
But like what stinks is that all of us show folk, even Mike, who I can't see, have to deal with these little heartbreaks, these upsets, if you will.
Yes.
That you at the last second.
You got to keep.
Yeah, onside kicking.
You got to keep moving the ball down the field.
That's right. Move it down the field.
Keep onside kicking
until there's an onside
until the
kick.
game's over.
I only know that from Madden. You always do an onside kick, even if it's the first quarter.
Yeah. Is that
your first play?
Yeah.
Do an onside kick. Never punt. It's a video game. Why are you punting? Realism? Go for it. What are you, tired? You're sitting on a couch. Go for it. Onside kick. Hail Mary every play.
Yeah, it's I don't know of any gamers that are trying to err on the side of caution.
Oh, let's make this realistic. Yeah. We should punt. You idiot. Go for the 2-point conversion. It's a game.
So you're a Madden player?
I used to play Madden quite a bit. Be the Cowboys. That's all I remember.
So why did you stop playing Madden?
I don't know. It got too realistic. Once it was like the left
the
thing.
punting scared you off?
They made it so like one of the controllers controlled the quarterback's head. Like you'd have to turn his head and like you'd be a better thrower if you. I can't do that. I'm here to be a winner. If I want to be bad at football, I'll go outside and throw a football. I want to be good at football. I want to be Thomas Brady and his whoring coach, or whatever his owner.
No.
I want a game where I can be him and go get a lady of the evening or the morning, as it happened. He went and saw a lady of the morning. Wow, Lego is ego, he said.
Pete Holmes here on the Rich Eisen
Please
Show.
watch Crashing. I need scandal. We need more viewers. I interviewed him, Unibrow. I interviewed Unibrow on my show.
You're seeing Anthony Davis on
Anthony
our
Davis.
photo montage. Was he on
the Pete
You
Holmes
Made
Show.
It Weird?
He was on the Pete Holmes Show.
On the Pete Holmes Show.
I had Aaron Rodgers on You Made It
Okay,
Weird.
so let's walk. So the show that got made and put on the air by TBS to put on after Conan instead of mine, which
Yes.
would have made my dreams come true.
I hear you. I interviewed people you would have cared about, and I didn't give a flying crap. I called him Unibrow. I interviewed James Harden, Kyrie Irving, people that you would have been like, and I was like, hey, who are you? I interviewed Dikembe Mutombo, Shaq, all these people. I just talked about how tall they were and what they had for breakfast.
So were you
I'm
fascinated by the
teasing.
unibrow?
I'm
or-
only teasing.
No, were you-
I looked up what they did. I find I did my best. I was no Rich Eisen, but I did my best to interview these. Because my producer, Nick Bernstein,
Yes.
who now works at Corden, he loved sports.
Yes.
And he would be like, I think it would be funny for you to talk to these people. And it was.
It was.
I like Aaron Rodgers, we were talking about, did
Yes.
my podcast, and he
On
and I
You
are,
Made It Weird.
He and I are chums, and I think it's because I don't care about football. It's refreshing for him.
I think when you have an athlete on and you're funny and you can be engaging with them and they understand you're not going to ask them the tough sports question,
No.
that it's a safe place. You make it a safe place.
I make it a safe place.
Unlike for me right now.
No, it's a very safe place. What was your show called? The one that didn't go.
The Rich Eisen Pilot? Something
The
like
Rich
that?
Eisen
I
Pilot.
forget what it was.
I understand. But here you are. This is way nicer than what you would have gotten had that show gone. This is a beautiful studio.
I'm very happy. It's
Yeah.
all for a reason.
It all worked out.
It
And
did.
I'm not just trying to synergize. Am I using that correctly?
By the
That's
way.
what crashing is about. My wife leaves me, and then it leads to the life that I was supposed to have. I know that's kind of a heavy thing to say in the morning, kind of like how much for a blowjob.
No.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Look, I own the Patriots. How much for oral fun? Did you say oral fun? How much for a dry hump?
Let's go back to crashing.
I need a scandal. This has to go viral.
Do you think Pete is aware?
Please watch Crashing.
Pete is unaware of my other job, right?
He is unaware. He is
Would you
unaware.
care to tell Pete what my other job is?
Are you aware of the NFL Network, Pete?
They have a network now?
16 years.
16.
16 years they've had it. I know Nesson. Were you on Nesson?
I was not on the New England Sports Network. No.
ESPN,
I was on
ESPN,
I was on ESPN.
your face.
Yes,
Remember that?
I was on that
I wrote that.
network.
I wrote that jingle. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
We're having fun. I've been on the Super Bowl because I was the E-Trade baby.
That I know. You
So
were the E-Trade baby
my
for
dad,
many years.
I've always tried. My dad loves the Patriots. He loves the Red Sox and the Bruins and the Celtics and all that very much. So I've always been trying to get my father's attention, like any good comedian.
Yes.
So it was a big thrill when I got to be on the one show that he cares about,
which is called the Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl. Him and 90 billion people.
See, fill him in.
Okay, so the
Yeah, tell me, I'm
NFL, the
sorry.
NFL Network is a channel dedicated to football, 24/7.
24/7 football.
16 years now.
Owned by?
Rich
Owned by?
is the face of the network.
Just like you're the face of crashing.
First ever host.
So I'm just.
No,
I'm
yeah,
trying
I
to.
hear
I'm,
you.
I'm trying to analogize.
I understand.
Another
First ever
polysyllabic
host.
word,
You've
yeah.
been on that channel
Since the first
more
second.
hours than anyone ever.
Yes.
Wow.
It is owned by all 32 owners of the National Football League, including Patriots owner Bob Kraft.
Including the guy that went went
Yes,
over.
including the owner of the Giants and the Jets.
Giants
And the Patriots
Jets and
that went to Aunt Jemima and said, "How much for some of that sweet syrup?"
You did not say that.
Who cares? Do you know him? Can we call him? That would be viral. Let's call him and be like, "Was it worth it?" What if it was? What if he was like, "Rich, you're not going to believe me. It was worth it. You should have seen it. I lost a foot."
I don't know.
I love this. I know what you're
how
going
much-
through.
I don't know how much it's worth it, but I don't think I'm going to make that phone call.
No,
right now.
don't do it. But I know what you're doing. Sometimes people tease me and they want me to disparage HBO or they want me to tease
Do they?
Judd or
What
when
can-
I
how
had my
can-
show.
How can you disparage Judd?
I don't know.
There's no way disparaging him.
I don't know.
This
But
is
they want they know that tension, so I'm having fun with the same tension that
I
you have.
appreciate that,
But
Pete.
but you know, I'm the fall guy, you're the pro. Look at you. You're doing great. And we're sorry. What's his name? Kraft?
Robert Kraft.
He went and said, let's make some Easy Mac, baby. It was very easy. All you had to do was leave it on the dresser.
Season 3 of Crashing, airing Sundays at 10
Please
p.m.
watch Crashing. This is going to go viral.
So when you had Aaron Rodgers on your podcast, and how did you get to the subject of UFOs? How in the world did you get onto that?
I love this question. So Aaron Rodgers, that square-jawed miracle man, came and did my podcast in a studio that does not look like this. It's basically just my home. And he was wearing a hat that had like crop circles on it.
Okay.
So it happened as naturally as it could be. I was like, what's up with your hat? And he was like, I love aliens. And I'm not a great interviewer, as you can imagine, but I was just like, have you ever seen an alien? And boom, Aaron Rodgers saw an alien. That's incredible. He saw a UFO. Incredible. Purportedly, there's a Molly.
Where?
I don't remember. I just remember that he saw one. Had he a football, he could have probably grounded it. Probably could have taken it out.
Wow.
But you picked it up, didn't you?
I did pick it up. The whole free world picked it up.
Both of us are forgetting what happened. I think that's the fluoride in the water. The government is making us not care about the most interesting things in the world. We heard that Aaron Rodgers saw a UFO, and both of us forgot the details.
I know.
It's in the water.
What other athletes have you had on? You've made it weird.
J.J. Redick.
Okay.
J.J. Redick.
He's a podcaster in his own right.
Is he?
He is indeed.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
He was wonderful. I didn't see the other thing, like people didn't like J.J. in college.
Right.
Isn't that right?
Well, I mean, he went to Duke.
So
there's a lot of people who don't like Duke. I'm one of them.
Why?
Because they win too much.
But you like the
I don't like the Patriots.
You have a helmet of a thing you don't like in your own studio?
No, when I say I don't like the Patriots, that is not the reason why we have the helmet there. The winner of the Super Bowl every year, that's a very...
It's like having the picture of the president up. You don't agree with it, but you put it up like the 60s?
Well, we have the winner of the Super Bowl right there. As you can see, the Rams football is in the helmet right there. That's what we call mise-en-scene.
Mise-en-scene?
Yes, indeed.
What does that mean?
That's a setup. It's a set. Come on, you don't know movie terms?
Mise-en-scene?
Yeah, that's a director's term.
No, I don't know it.
Well, you're just an actor and a comedian, I guess.
Well, how dare you? Is this a mise-en-scene?
No. So that's what we have. That's what we have.
But what does that mean? The Rams threw a football at Tom Brady's helmet?
No, that the Rams lost to the Patriots because it's stuck in the helmet.
I didn't even know the Rams were a team. I'm just picturing a bunch of...
How are you from Boston and not into the sports world, Pete?
That's how you rebelled, is you didn't care about sports. I like mom stuff. My dad too. They still have season tickets to Fenway, and I would go with my dad, and I just wanted to chat.
Do they have season tickets to the Patriots?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Not anymore.
It's too pricey?
No.
Oh, because of... Now you're bringing it up. I understand. Because he went to a Lady of the Morning. Why do we care? You people care, right?
You know what?
You guys don't care.
I don't care.
Here's my hot take. Go to Nevada.
That's the hot take?
The guy has $1 billion. Prostitution is legal in Nevada. He didn't want to be groggy for his morning session of paid intercourse. Take the flight to where it's legal, get a flyer on the street, go, oh, is Bubbles available? And then go to a nice suite. They'll upgrade you. You own the Patriots. Have some legal sex work done to you. Then fly to your important ball match.
You know what?
After a very important ball match.
Season 3 of Crashing airing Sundays.
Is this going to go viral? Please watch Crashing. We're on the bubble. We need to get renewed. Please watch it.
Are you really on the bubble?
I mean, any show's on the bubble that's not picked up.
When do you find this stuff out?
We should find out any day. When does this air? What if you were like,
Pete,
does this air? Is it live?
Yeah.
This
is live.
Good.
No.
Okay, so please watch it.
Which brings us all full circle.
I am proud that this is live, and I'm so sorry I said the F word.
It's all good, Pete.
I actually don't care that I said it. I apologize.
I appreciate that.
I apologize. Not as hard as the guy that paid.
At Pete Holmes on Twitter.
For the Cinnamon Toast Crunch guys.
At Pete Holmes on Instagram. Good to see you, brother.
Is it over?
It is it. That is it.
Guys, I gotta come back. I'm inviting myself back.
Have you had that good of a time?
I love this.
Fantastic.
But I'm all revved up now, like the owner of the Patriots. I'm all revved up and ready to go to the big game. Woo, nothing like a full release to help me own the Patriots.
Here on the Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.